Right now, I'm here with Chad Calek, amazing documentarian, and like no one does better work than this guy right here. This guy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I just want to say that your documentary should change the minds to probably everyone. It should, unless they're very in denial.
Well, yeah, look, I think when you make these things and you put them out there, there's a certain understanding you have that there will be a percentage of people that no matter what you put in front of them, they'll say no, no, no. But we can't let those people control the point of view.
Yeah. Truth is truth.
Truth is truth, right.
Yes.
Just because you make an argument doesn't mean that detracts from truth.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is people have seen this stuff forever. There's been hundreds of millions of claims, if not billions, if you look at the course of time. And we all knew eventually somebody would capture that piece that was just like, holy shit.
It's about time.
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I got lucky enough while I was on tour in Australia to stumble across the guy that did it. And, I was just fortunate to be able to tell his story and to also kind of help the case by digging in and trying to debunk it.
Yeah. And
as you can see, I hit every angle possible in the film. The bottom line is the guy filmed footage of a ghost.
Out of curiosity, did you film when you went to go do that little public event in that location? Did you film it all?
Well, you know what the funny thing was? I didn't film because a lot of times when I do the public events, it's not about my investigation.
Yeah,
I've investigated. I'm trying to make sure that my attendees have a great time and that I foster and promote ghost hunting.
But have you... Sorry.
I'm just saying, on that specific investigation and on most public investigations, we don't come loaded for bear when it comes to equipment because it's not about us capturing something. It's about me being there to be a sounding board if anybody has questions, if anybody's nervous, kind of leading things off. So I wasn't prepared. I saw the NoFace footage and saw the light footage 40 minutes before I was ghost hunting. So I wasn't prepared for what I was walking into.
Yeah.
So no, as far as I go, it's a story. It's a personal experience of what I had there.
Yeah.
But obviously Craig has the footage to back up what he experienced, which is more important.
You know what's really interesting? Like during your little speech about your upcoming documentary, and you're really getting very deep into it, something happened during that. It was weird.
Yeah.
And
it felt like my hat was off, which I rarely have my hat off, and it felt like a spider or something dropped on the top of my head.
I think most investigators know that feeling.
Yeah, I brushed it back, stepped away, and then it felt like it happened again. And I was like, what the fuck? I stepped away and did it again. So then I put my hat on. I didn't feel it after that. But yeah, it was weird. It was... And then, you also learned that I was standing in a spot where a kid died, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, that's interesting.
Again, it's one of those personal experiences. You got to take it for what it's worth. But yeah, it was strange. It was very strange.
But something did happen where the speakers started making weird sounds.
Yeah, same thing. I was talking and we're having to get to a very, very personal, emotional part. The speaker started crackling. And hissing and crackling. We don't have footage of it, but it was interesting. And they stopped right when I started talking again. It was weird. It was like I just stared at it, started talking again, and it
wasn't
stopped
doing that for
cue.
Hours. No. We had it. You guys had it set up for multiple hours, the whole evening, and it didn't make any of those sounds until you got very deep in the moment.
Yeah.
And then it started going off. That was interesting to me.
Yeah, it was really bizarre. It was bizarre. Yeah.
See, the paranormal follows all of us everywhere when it comes to...
It's always going on. It's just whether or not you want to see it. That's really determined.
Yeah. When it comes to the footage, so you can say clearly that you can't find any other apparition out there that you've seen in videos that were like legit to you, other than this footage.
None that I've seen. None that I've seen. That also you can't find that person like on other footage clearly faking stuff. Yeah. And so to me, it's like, listen, once you lose that credibility, you lost that credibility. You don't get it back. Yeah. You can't look at a guy and go, oh, well, you faked this, but this you're probably real. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the credo that we have as investigators. Yeah. All we have is our word. Yeah. Once that's gone, I don't give a fuck what you filmed. I don't believe you. You betrayed the viewer. You betrayed the civilian army of investigators. You betrayed the craft. You don't get, it's kind of like baseball, right? Pete Rose bet on baseball. You're done.
Yeah.
No one can ever again trust you.
What's different about this one, though, is that you went through all the steps to try and disprove it.
Oh, yeah.
All of them. All of them that you could think of.
Well, what's different about this one versus other people that you've mentioned, Craig was willing to throw the footage out there and say, knock yourself out. Yeah. Why aren't these other guys always willing to do that?
Yeah.
They're not. You know what I mean? They're not willing to let somebody come in and dig through everything, go to the location, dig in their lives, find out every possible human way known to man that you could fake this, and it can't be faked, So kudos to Craig, because he was the one who was like, open book, knock yourself out, because I don't know what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? So, there's nothing else that I've seen that does it. Now, it may exist, and it may be sitting on someone's hard drive like it was for Craig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There might be 50 of those things filmed out there, and that people haven't released, or they don't know how to get it out yet. Yeah. But what we do know is Craig is the first one to have it, to put it out there, and to let the world go at it.
Yeah. And you were a big part of that.
Yeah.
And you did a great job.
Thank you. I feel fortunate, because I tell Craig all the time, he accomplished my goal. In a weird way, he took away my drive and passion. I shouldn't say he didn't take away drive and passion, but he certainly took away a big part of what I was going for. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like, God has crazy plans. And I say God, whoever your God is, the creator, whatever, they have crazy plans, because I didn't get to capture it, but I got to be kind of an ambassador for it.
Yeah.
To roll it out there and help the man that captured it get his work out there. And that's, I'm honored, because my real focus in life, to be honest, and everybody knows this about me, is I'm a filmmaker first.
Yeah.
And I'm an investigator second. So it almost seems fitting that I would be not the guy that captured it, but the guy that rolled it out. You know what I mean? It seems very fitting that that's how it went down. So
I just want to let you know that you are a role model to your documentary work, and that's actually what I want to like. I'm so inspired by your documentaries. That's actually the type of way I want to film mine. Not like copy, but like give the same be real and be that real person, and not that Hollywood type person that you see around everywhere else.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. That's something I try to do, is to be the same guy on camera as I am off, and to just give people my real feelings,
and theories,
and not be afraid of people judging you. I mean, the thing is, people are going to judge you no matter what. You might as well just be you, roll it out there. And, run up a flagpole, see who salutes it, you know what I mean?
Especially investigators from California. They get judged all the time because they're stuck in their world in California.
Yeah, I get it. No, it's a different planet out there, it is.
Yeah, at least, like, when I moved down here, it was, like, a different story. Like, a lot more people believe down there. But down there, they just think of the same thing. But until you show that footage, that could change things.
And NoFace can change everything.
Just put it right in their face. Also, another question I wanted to ask: are you going to be releasing this on DVD in the future?
Yes, there will be. We want to do a really big East Coast tour. We specifically did the West Coast and the Midwest because I kind of consider that circle my home. I mean, like, I've lived in California for 15 years, but before that I lived in just outside of Des Moines, Iowa for 12 years.
Yeah.
So that kind of whole Midwest circle, we did that first with the idea that, when you go out to the New Yorks and the Miamis and the Bostons, and it's just a bigger production.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that, and we're going to go back to Australia, of course, and do a countrywide tour in Australia. And then in 2017, people will see the release of Sir NoFace. Absolutely.
Oh, perfect.
So, I'm excited about it, yeah.